Okay, term 5, lesson 4, carrying on from yesterday, and your remember task is, can you compare these different lengths? Put them in order, make sure you start with the shortest length first, and as a little clue, remember to change them all to 1 unit of measure to make your comparisons. Press pause on the video, and when you're ready to go through the answers, press play. Okay, let's have a look. Got centimetres and millimetres, so I'm going to convert my centimetres to millimetres. Doesn't really matter which way you go round. If you're converting your centimetres to millimetres, we need to multiply by 10. If you're converting your millimetres to centimetres, we need to divide by 10. I've decided I'm going to do my way, the centimetres to millimetres, which is times 10. Okay, so if I'm going to do 13 times 10, I'm going to make it 10 times bigger, moving 1 place, because I've got 1 0 to the left. So my 1 moves over, my 3 moves over, and I fill up my gap with a 0. This is millimetres, so this one needs to be times 10. So my 3 will move over 1 place, my 1 will move over 1 place, and fill up my 1s with 0. Now you can compare. We're all in millimetres. So 310, 301, 103, 130. 103 is my smallest number. That goes first. And then I cross it out. I know I've used that one. Okay, these are both 300. So this one's 130. So that's going to be my next one. And we show it in the original format. Not our converted rate, we show it how it was in the original question. And I can cross it out. Now I've only got these two to compare, 301 or 310. I've got the same digits, but if we look at the value, we've got 3 in the hundreds on both numbers, 0 tens here and 1 10 here. So this is my smaller number. That goes next. And I cross it out. So I'm left with 310, which I show as 31 centimetres. Okay, I've used all 4. Quickly check, 103, that's the same as 130, 301, and that's the same as 310. Okay, I'm happy with A, and I'll move on to B. This time I've got centimetres and metres. Again, it doesn't matter which way round you convert, but in my head, I'm now going to convert my metres to centimetres, which means I need to multiply by 100. I could convert these to metres, which means I would divide by 100. Still, I've decided I'm going to the centimetres. So this is going to become 100 times bigger, 2 zeros, so I'm going to move 2 places. Okay, so my 3 will move over here, my 5 here, fill up my 1s with a 0. I'm going to multiply this one by 100. Again, my 4 is going to move over 2 places. There's 2 zeros, so 2 places. My 2 is going to move over 2 places and fill up my 1s with a 0. Now I've got all centimetres I can compare. 400, 350, 345. So 345 is my smallest number. That's going to go first. I can cross it out. 420, 350, 400. 350 is my next number. Show it in the original way, 3.5 metres, and cross it out. So now I've only got 420 centimetres or 400 centimetres. So 400 is smaller. So I can cross that one out, and 4.2 metres will be my largest. I've used all 4, they're all crossed out. Let me just check, 345, 350, 400, 420. Okay, they go in ascending order from smallest to biggest. So now we'll look at C. Centimetres and metres again. Oh, I've got 3 lots of centimetres and only 1 metre, so I'm going to change this to centimetres. So I'm going to multiply by 100, 2 zeros, so 2 places, 7 moves 2 places, and a 0. Now, these are all 600 and something, apart from this one is only 6 point something. So that's going to be my smallest number, 6.87 centimetres. Now I've got 675, 670 or 678. So 670 is my next number. Write it down in the original way. So 678, 675. 675 is smaller. That's going to go next. And I'm left with 678. So let me just check. 6.87. 670, 675, 678. Yeah, let's do D. Meters, meters, centimetres, centimetres. I'm going to stick with doing my meters to centimetres. Okay, so I'm going to multiply by 100. 2 zeros, 2 places, 1, 2. My 1's going to go 1, 2. My 2's going to go 1, 2. 212 centimetres. 3 metres, excuse me, 2 zeros, 2 places. So my 3 is going to go over 2 places. That's the only number I've got to move. Sorry, I went the wrong way. So the 3 has gone over 2 places. There's nothing else to move over, so I need to fill the 10s up with a 0 and the 1s up with a 0. Now I'm all in centimetres, I can compare. 212, 300, 234, 303. So it's going to be a 200. 212 is smaller than 234. So this is going to be my first number, 2.12 metres. Cross it out. So my next one is going to be the other one that's in 200 and something. 234. Cross it out. Now these last two in 300 and something, so it's 300, 303. So this with 3 ones is bigger than this with 0 ones. So this will be my next to smallest number. Show it in the original way, 3 metres. And I'm left with 303. Crossed all 4 out. Let me just check. So that's going to be 212, 234, 300, 303. Okay, if you need to make any corrections, just press pause on the video and then we'll carry on. Okay, problem solving. We have a shed which is 1,200 metres wide. I'm just going to highlight that because that's a piece of important information. Will a bike of length 135 centimetres fit along one side? So 135 is my other piece of important information here. I've got to find out whether this bike that's that long will fit in a shed that's that long. We're in metres, millimetres and centimetres. So we need to convert so that we're in the same units of measure so that we can answer the question. So we've got 135 centimetres for our bike. Now if we convert it to millimetres, we need to multiply by 10. So the good digits are going to move over 1 place and fill up the ones with a 0. So I know that my bike, which is 135 centimetres, is the same as 1,350 millimetres. That's my bike. Let's just look at the shed and look at both lengths with the shed. So our shed is 1,200 millimetres. I'm going to convert to centimetres, so I need to divide by 10. Digits will move 1 place to the right, 10 times smaller. So now I can compare 135 centimetres with 120 centimetres. And I can see that 135 is longer than 120. So my bike is longer than the shed. So it's not going to fit. Also, if I did the millimetre comparison, the shed's 1,200, but but the bike is 1,350. Remember the question, will a bike of that length fit along the side? So we can safely say, no, the bike will not fit in the shed as it is longer than the shed. Okay? If you wanted to write that one down, just press pause on the video and then we'll carry on. Okay, key point. Metric units of mass include grams, which we normally show just as a G, and kilograms, which we show kg. Okay, so there's 1,000 grams are equal to 1 kilogram. The metric units of capacity include millilitres, which we show as ml, and litre, which we normally show as like an italic L, so it's a little bit slopey, but some people do get a little bit confused with the L and mistake it for a 1. Oop, gone the wrong way. Okay, I don't know what went on there. So our task here is to copy and complete this little table. But before we do that, I would like you to press pause on the video so that you can copy this little bit down here and this little bit down here. It's important information that I think it would be handy for you to write down so that you can refer to it later for some more questions. Okay, so just press pause while you do that and then press play when you're ready to go through this section. Right, let's get going. We've got kilograms to grams. So if I come over here and check kilograms to grams, I need to multiply by 1,000. So 5 times 1,000 equals 5,000. Litres to millilitres. Litres to millilitres, that's multiplied by 1,000. So 7 times 1,000 equals 7,000. Now I've got millilitres to litres, so if I check millilitres to litres, this time I'm dividing by 1,000. So I'm going to move my numbers 3 places, 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. My 5 will be here. My 1, 1, 2, 3 will be here. So it's going to be 15. 6,000 grams to kilograms. So grams to kilograms is divide by 1,000. So divide by 1,000. 3 zeros, so 3 places. 1, 2, 3. My 6 is going to be here. I'll end up with 6 kilograms. Remember, if you want to copy any of these bits down, just press pause and then press play when you want to carry on. Right, so I'd like you to have a go at this one. Copy and complete. 4.2 kilograms is equal to 4.2 times something equals something. I've copied this little table over here to help you. This should be in your books anyway. Okay, press pause, and then when you're done, press play. Okay, let's move on and check the answers. Okay, so we're converting from kilograms to grams. Kilograms to grams, we're multiplying by 1,000. So 4.2 times 1,000 becomes 4,200 grams. If you wanted to write it down in your columns, that's absolutely fine. Litres to millilitres. Litres to millilitres, multiplied by 1,000, we've got 750 millilitres. Millilitres to litres. Millilitres to litres, we're dividing by 1,000. So that's moving 3 places. 1, 2, 3, the 4 will be here. The 2 and the 5 will follow. They will become decimals. grams to kilograms. So grams to kilograms is divide by 1,000. Moving 3 places, 1, 2, 3. It's going to become a decimal over here. 0.875 kilograms. So 9.5 kilograms, you need to convert to grams. So kilograms to grams, you're multiplying by 1,000. So you're moving 3 places over. So if the 9 was here, 1, 2, 3. The 5 was in the decimals, which would be here, say, 1, 2, 3. And then you'd fill up the 10s and the 1s with zeros. Millilitres to litres, so if we just check what we need to do, millilitres to litres, we need to divide by 1,000. 3 zeros in 1,000, so you're going to move 3 places, 1, 2, 3. The 1 will be in the ones column, 1, 2, 3. The 2 will be over here in the tenths, 1, 2, 3. The 6 will be in the hundredths. Okay, if you need to make any corrections, just press pause and then press play. Okay, so please have a go at questions 17, 18 and 19. While you're doing those, just press pause and then press play and we'll go over the answers. Okay, so the first question, write these masses in order, lightest first. So that would be your smallest number first. But we've got grams and we've got kilograms. So we need to do some converting just so that we can compare. So I'm going to do grams to kilograms, I think, for the first one. So that means I need to divide by 1,000. Grams to kilograms, I'm going to divide by 1,000. So it means I'm going to move over 3 places. 1, 2, 3. My 4 is going to be in the tenths column of my decimals. So the 7 is going to go over 1, 2, 3. And the 5 is going to go over 1, 2, 3. Same order of digits, they're just in a different place on the place value columns. So I've got kilograms, kilograms, grams. I need to divide this one by 1,000. So 1, 2, 3. My 1's going to be here. Then I add the decimal, 4, 7, 5. Now they're all in kilograms. You can compare and put them in the correct order. Remember to write them as they first appeared. Now on the next slide, I've got the answers all written down. So I'm just showing you how we get the answers. Okay, so for this one, we divided by 1,000 to get the grams to kilograms. This one, I'm going to multiply 1,000 to get the kilograms into grams so that we can just compare the other way around. So if I multiply 0.03 by 1,000, I'm going to make a bigger number. I'm still going to move 3 places because there's 3 zeros. So 1, 2, 3. My 3 is going to come over here. And I need to fill up my 1 space with a 0. There's no other digits to move over. So that's in grams, grams, grams. So this one, I'm going to multiply by 1,000 to turn it to grams. 1, 2, 3. The 0, 1, 2, 3. And then the last 3, 1, 2, 3. So now you've got all grams. You can compare them accurately. Put the smallest number first. Then we've got problem solving. A nutmeg has a mass of 10 grams. A nutmeg tree produces 8,000 nutmegs a year. What is the total mass of nutmegs produced by this tree each year? Give your answer in grams and kilograms. So in grams, we've got 8,000 nutmegs. We just need to multiply by 10 grams. That will give us 80,000 grams. Okay, so that's our answer in grams. In kilograms, we've got 80,000. To change grams to kilograms, we need to divide by 1,000. So we're going to move the digits 3 places. 1, 2, 3. So the 8 will go here, and there'll still be a 0 there. So here it comes. 80 kilograms. Then the last problem, a jug holds 2.5 litres. Will the jug hold 2,050 millilitres of orange juice? Okay, we need to convert 2.5 litres to millilitres. We need to multiply by 1,000. Okay, litres to millilitres. So they're going to get bigger. 3 places. 1, 2, 3. The 5's going to move. 1, 2, 3. Fill up the 10s and the 1s with zeros. So we now know that 2.5 litres is the same as 2,500 millilitres. So our jug is now showing to be bigger than our orange juice. So will the jug hold that much orange juice? Your answer will be yes, the jug will hold 2,050 millilitres of juice, as the jug holds 2.5 litres, which is equal to 2,500 millilitres. Okay, so on the next slide, it's just showing the answers properly, how you're meant to write them in your column. I've just showed you how you arrived at these numbers. Okay, that was the same. I wrote a sentence. The sentence isn't necessary as long as you remember which way round these are going. So will the jug hold? Yes, because 2,050 millilitres is less than 2.5 litres. Remember, you point towards the smaller number. So that's less than. Okay, so we'll just finish off then with a challenge. Problem solving. The diagram shows 3 jugs full of water. Jug 1 has 3 litres, jug 2 has 750 millilitres, and jug 3 has 500 millilitres. Using only these jugs, how could you end up with 2,500 millilitres in the largest jug? And then secondly, 1,750 millilitres in the largest jug. Show your working to explain your method. Now, whenever you have a question, whenever you have a question that says show your working, you've got to show your working or you will not get the marks. Okay, press pause and have a little go. And then I'll just show you the answer on the last slide. Okay, so here we have it. To get 2,500 mils in the largest jug, if we convert the litres to millilitres, then we know what we're working in the same unit of measure. Okay, so 3 litres times 1,000 equals 3,000 millilitres. So we know in here we've got 3,000 millilitres, 750 millilitres, 500 millilitres. Okay, if we read the answer, if you empty the 500 millilitre jug and then fill the 500 millilitre jug from the 3 litre jug, the 3 litre jug will now have 2,500 millilitres in it. Okay, so we've got our 3,000 mils, 3,000 millilitres minus the 500 that you are going to pour into here, because you've emptied that out. You're going to use this jug to pour out another 500 into that jug. So that will leave you with 2,500 mils. For the second question, 1,750 millilitres. So this time pour that one away, pour that one away. Then if you use this big jug to fill up both of these, so you're going to be pouring out 500 mils, you're going to be pouring out 750 mils. So that will be 3,000 minus 1,250, which will give you the 1,750. Okay, a bit sneaky there. You had to pour the water away. Thank you for listening and watching and putting up with it jumping around a little bit. I'll try better next time.